How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Southern Precision Outdoors podcast. So today we have Shyler here from DNT Optics, and he is going to be going over the new 4K DNT ThermNight. So, Shyler, how are you doing?
No, I'm doing well, Hunter. Shane, how are you guys?
Doing good.
Good.
So, what's new, sir?
Yeah, so I'll jump right into it. So, coming out this Friday, depending on when you see this, guys, it might already be out. We're releasing the TNC 4K 219R. It is going to be a 256 core sensor on this first one. We are planning a full release on the 384s and 640s, but we're going to start with this 256 unit. So, let's start with the front here. I want to show you guys kind of something that's changed. If you're familiar with our ThermNights, we changed the positioning of the lenses. We put our digital day and night lens on the bottom and moved the thermal to the top. So now that it's 4K, we wanted to give that lens just that prime real estate so it can absorb more light, get a better picture, of course, and moved the smaller lens to the top. So for those who own, let's say, the 225 or 335 or even the 635, you'll see that as a big change between these two, or the visual of this ThermNight. So it does come equipped with a 2100 yard laser rangefinder that works seamlessly with the DNT Ballistics app. Input your information, and holdovers no longer a guessing game. Just press a button and you'll get that elevation adjustment either instantly or it'll show you while keeping your whether you're 100 yard zero, 200 yard zero, whichever method you prefer. So 2100 yard laser rangefinder. Same setup as our newer versions of our ThermNight. You'll have the channel switch button here, the laser range button, the lays button here. 21700 batteries, good for about 6 hour runtime. Comes with two batteries. Large eyepiece, traditional throw lever style for the magnification. Can run a external battery pack and pull your data from here and update it. But yeah, guys, I'd like to get into kind of just some of the also kind of the software things we did with this model. With it, a lot of the things we do here at DNT come from customer feedback. We've always kind of shouted at the top of the mountain, "Hey guys, what do you want to see? What can we do better?" And we're really open to feedback. I know you guys have given us a lot of feedback. You guys are awesome. Your all's pro staff is awesome. Give us a lot of feedback. So one of the things we were hearing a lot, and personally, I think it just made sense, was it now has the thermal auto zero. What that is all you have to do now is just thermal your digital channel, which is the easiest one where you can identify where your actual impact was, right? So you just zero that like every other thermal that's out there that, you freeze a screen, move your point of aim to your point of impact, and the thermal channel now instantly follows. No need to zero each channel individually. So it's going to be an ammo saver, time saver, and just an overall, just a better experience for people so they don't get frustrated with now having to zero two different lenses. So outside of that, guys, I'd like to get into kind of more questions on what you guys have for this unit. But in a nutshell, that's the biggest thing: 4K, thermal auto zero, super cool unit. And I mean, I can hold off on the price unless y'all want me to tell you the price already.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so you guys know inflation's pretty bad. Times are rough. So we do have another 256 unit coming in at 1997. I think that's MAP. So this guy's going to come in at $2 more. It's going to be 1999, essentially the same price as the other 256 unit ThermNight, but with the 4K sensor.
Good upgrade for $2.
Hey, I'll take that every day of the week.
So, one question I had for you is the new One Connect system.
Yes.
Can you
So yeah,
explain a little
absolutely.
bit about that?
So yeah, all from when you first get your ThermNight and you can pair it to the DNT app, it's going to prompt you instantly when you turn on the Wi-Fi connection here. Is It's going to pop up automatically on your phone, and it's going to have a connect button. The code's going to pop up on your device. You ensure that both of them match, and then you hit connect, and you'll never need to do that again. From the moment you turn on the wireless connection, toggle that on, it's going to be connected to your phone every time after that. So it truly is a one tap connection from the first time that you connect it. So super seamless, super cool, saves time in the field, especially if you want to pass your phone off to somebody that's hunting with you, or if you want to review game tape. It just gets you what you want to do faster.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great feature. I'd like to see that come to everything on the market.
Yeah. Yeah. Comparing it to the 225, which I don't want to compare it, guys. The 225 is not going anywhere. They both serve a purpose, right? You're automatically going to instantly think that the 4K sensor is going to be better than the 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 HD sensor on the 225. Well, I didn't really get into specifics of the base magnification of each of these lenses. So with all the other ThermNights that are not 4K, regardless of which model you go with, the digital channel is a 5 to 20x. So giving you the base magnification 5x, which we know, that's kind of a field of view isn't that great, right? What we did with this guy here is we gave it a 3x base magnification all the way to 24x. So to piggyback on that, for those who still want, that high base magnification with it being a 4K sensor, you don't see any loss of your digital image through 6x. So you're not sacrificing anything with this guy. You can still have a nice wide field of view at 3x, but for those guys who want a tighter field of view for a better shot, you just need one shot. That 6x, you're going to see zero loss of quality on your 4K sensor.
Now, I had a question about that. Is that something that y'all have implemented software side, or is there some kind of optical zoom mixed in with that? Or
It's the capabilities of that sensor. And without getting too technical, you start pairing the sensor with the screen, right? And it's what the screen's able to give you. Even with magnifying it, you're still getting that output of a 4K. So it really just has to do with the sensor.
okay, well, I do. I read in the specs report that y'all have upgraded the thermal sensor as well from the previous
Yes,
model.
yes. We're constantly always trying to improve. Always, always. We've always said anytime we can improve something, anytime we can save money on the processes, we're going to do it. And the consumer's the one who's going to see that, right? Anytime we can do anything for them, whether it's price wise, feature wise, quality price, we're going to do it. So yes, we're always trying to improve our thermal sensors. You'll see in some videos once the full release comes out how this 256 performs. Again, is this optic for everybody? No, it's a 256, guys. I'm gonna put this in the hands of people who are just starting out, especially with it being the dual channel. Think of this as the ultimate digital optic with thermal assist. For guys who are going, hey, I love digital night vision, I love hunting with IR, but I want that thermal capability for detection.
Yeah, I've always said that, the ThermNight series, they got a super high ceiling, right? I mean, I call them kind of, your 24/7 scope. Throw it on
Yes.
a rifle, go shoot at the range during the day, go hunt at night, add your thermal detection along with long range identification with night vision. You know, I thought they were a great idea when they come out.
You nailed it. That's what we call it. It's a true 24-hour optic. It really, there's nothing you can do with a gun that a ThermNight can't be the right choice, right? So I think you nailed it. It is a 24-hour optic, 24/7.
For somebody getting into hunting and just getting behind a thermal, what would you say is true identification? What would you feel comfortable? Let's say you're hunting somewhere and there's coyotes and foxes. Foxes are out of season. What would you feel comfortable telling a new consumer their true identification would be on the thermal?
On the thermal side, okay, now because if we're talking the digital side, that's what it's designed to
Yeah.
push
Yeah.
you out. We've identified deer at 1,000 yards, but on the
Yeah.
thermal, let's call it spade. It's a 256 core, so I'd call it 200 yards and in. 200
Yeah.
yards and in, and if we're trying now to decipher if it's a coyote or a fox, and it's a new hunter who doesn't know, the characteristics of the animal, let's just call it even the tail, right? Let's keep it 150 and in. But for someone who knows what they're doing, knows the game in their area, 200, 256 sensor, that's what I'd be comfortable telling.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Yep.
So I wanted to run back to the laser rangefinder. So
Yes,
I
sir.
know for the previous model, the detection range was what, 1,100 yards, and then
It
y'all
was,
have
yeah.
upgraded it to 2,100 yards now.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's gonna really enjoy that.
It just goes back to why not? Why not? Why, if I'm not part of the buying process for all these components, but I can assume that If the price is right, why not? And why do we need to charge more? Why? So that's just kind of been the philosophy of DNT. If we can do it and it makes sense business wise and it can help the consumer, we're going to do it. So
Right. And this optic now comes with 64 gigs of onboard storage instead of 32.
yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. Yep. And then I noticed the eye relief as well. Y'all have increased it from 45 to 65 millimeters.
65 millimeter, yeah, making it
That's
50 BMG safe and rated.
great. I got a 50. I might slap it on.
You should. You should. We did a video not too long ago. I don't know if you guys saw it. We put it on an HM Max 50, and we were just using some cheap FMJs. It wasn't quite the carnage I expected, but it still put a big hole right through its skull.
Yep. Next, we took mine out a while back, and that's all I had was regular ball ammo. But
Yeah.
Next time we take it out, I definitely want to have at least some kind of expanding
Yeah.
round.
I've seen some guys who use it, and the wound is crazy. It's crazy.
So I know y'all
saw that, but somebody missed their shot. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, setting a rifle that's, probably 35 pounds on top of not going to say what brand tripod, but on top of a rinky tripod, shooting it at night, that's a whole nother experience.
Just trying to get it zeroed in was an interesting experience. Are y'all shooting suppressed on yours, Shyler?
No, not yet. We need to talk about setups. I took that shot in the back of a 5.5 foot bed of a truck just to get elevated, and I was all tucked up. My feet were in the air like a kid, and I don't know if y'all can see on camera. I got bit just a little bit because I just couldn't get comfortable, but I got the shot. Had to take it. Couldn't let that pig go. So I wasn't fully set up, but hey, we got the footage.
Well, that's all that matters. Yeah, so going back to the thermal sensor, y'all, I believe it's a lower micron now, and y'all also, what is it? You said, it was a 25 micron, and now y'all went to what, an 18 micron sensor?
Yeah, NETD rating, right, which is that thermal sensitivity. It's a 12 micron sensor with a sub 18 NETD rating. Those who don't know is that noise equivalent thermal detection. So think of it of how crisp those lines can be in differentiating between the hottest part of the animal and just maybe a slightly cooler part. So yeah, we did drop it to a sub 18 NETD.
That's good. So what is the hotspot tracking? Is that a new feature?
It's in our hydras, but as we release new products, we're incorporating things that people liked in other lines. And yeah, so hotspot tracking is essentially, it kind of shows, I think it's best used in a bit taller of grass or more foliage, where you might be scanning and you might miss something, but that hotspot tracking is going to be indicating, hey, something here is hotter than the rest of what you're looking at. So I think it's a pretty cool feature. To me, makes it a little busy, but it is a cool, useful feature. Yes.
Well, how well is the new battery system working out? I mean, y'all made the jump, like you said, from the 18650 to the 21700. How much additional runtime are you looking at?
It added a couple hours, and 21700s are becoming just, I think more and more scopes are switching to that 21700 battery. But we're getting 6 hours out of this, and even more if you're not running your illuminator or if you're not running it on full power. Everything is contingent on what you have running, what you're using, of course, right? So for those who aren't using it on full blast or are using hunting 50 yards it in, 100 yards it in, just want thermal, you can surpass the 6 hours.
Deal. So what are we looking at timeline wise for the 384 and 640 models?
We're working to get them out by the end of the year. So, I mean, you guys gave me the platform. I'm going to make a video about this, but I want to tell you guys are awesome. The big thing that we've promised for 2 years now, and not to take the spotlight away from the 219R, is the 650, right? The 650R, ThermNight 650R. It is coming. It does live, but it's just not there yet. And we're not going to use our customers as field testers. It lives, it exists. I've seen it. It's just not what we want it to be. And we're not going to release it until it is field ready for everyone. This is field ready. The 384, 640s aren't yet, but they're going to be. We're aiming for the end of the year, latest SHOT Show. But we want to hope that the guys who want 384, 640, we hope that we can have those in their hands by Christmas time.
That'd be awesome.
Real quick, Shiloh, you said price point on this unit's going to be what now?
$11.99 map.
Cool.
$11.99. Okay.
Yes. I thought you said $19.99.
No. I'm sorry if I did. No. It was $11.97 for the current 225R, the other 256 ThermNight, and then this one will be $11.99.
Okay, I went back and checked. And I was like, "That's a big jump." Ooh. Not $2.
Everything I said just to go up $1,000.
So, Shyler, what are we looking at with DNT in the coming months?
Yeah, I think it's the next big thing is we're still going to continue to work on, as I mentioned, the higher sensors on these ThermNight 4Ks. The highly anticipated Hydra Mini probably have a similar release, but that we release videos for these guys, and half the comments are about the Hydra Mini. So we're looking forward for that Hydra Mini. That's what's next, and I can't divulge too much. We've kind of served a market, and we're going to continue to serve the market for the price point. It exceeds the price. We exceed the price point of what you expect, right? And I think we're going to take the next level. I'm super excited. I can't divulge too much, but
it's
higher
coming.
base mags are coming, and a lot of what you're seeing out there, we're going to do it too. So I'm excited. I want to talk about it. Trust me. I just want to dive in and start telling y'all, but some cool things are coming from DNT.
Awesome. That's good news. So is there anything in the pipeline? What was the NV, what was that one called? The
NVMe?
Yes. Is there anything new in the pipeline for, an upgrade to one of those or something else y'all are working on in that department?
I think there are conversations, especially as 4K sensors are becoming just more, that's the standard, right? Setting the standards for 4K. We're doing it. We did it with our tube style, upgrading the Zulus V2. Now the ThermNight 4Ks. I think so. I don't think that's out of the question. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm UPS man, should be knocking at the door any minute, so I can get my hands on that guy right there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to getting this thing in the field and seeing what it's about.
No, I'm really curious to hear y'all's feedback, your pro stats feedback. You guys are awesome the way y'all do content. Thank you for that. We have also videos that y'all are probably going to get those questions that will help you guys. And the biggest one, I think, is going to be a lot of people are going to be comparing this to the other 256 unit. So we have a video ready for that, and we'll be able to see performance and kind of the difference in a 5X versus a 3X and so the other features that are unique to each.
I do really think that the new base mag and going to a 3X is going to help a lot of guys, especially, we're down here in South Georgia. So, most shots are within 200 to 300 yards. So having a wider field of view and a lower base mag, I think will definitely help.
Yeah. And I'll shoot you guys some video that we already have. I want y'all's input on it.
Okay. Shane, you got
Real
anything?
Quick, Schaller, standard in the box. 2 batteries.
Yeah.
Which mount comes with it?
I got it right here. So let me box this up, and I'll show you as it comes what you can expect. So it'll come in this protective case. You open it up. You'll have your I have one in there. No, they're both here. 2 21700 batteries. We are going to include 2 mounts, a cantilever 20 MOA mount, and our QDS 0 MOA mount. Throw lever, eye cup, of course, some Allen keys, battery charger, a data transfer cable, and a battery cable for your battery charger. There are labeled. We've getting a lot of people who are using flip-flopping them, and they're, hey, it's not working. We've added a label now to them to indicate which one is which. So you'll be field ready right out the box, be able to choose between a 20 MOA or a quick detach 0 MOA mount, 2 batteries, eye cup, throw lever, the works. Of course, your manuals and dust cloth.
Pretty underrated to, we see scopes that come from other manufacturers that are missing rings or whatever. And there's nothing like how much it pisses off a customer to, people buy this stuff, they go straight to hunting count, and then they get there and realize, oh man, there's no mount, there's no rings or whatever's missing. So it's much appreciated.
No, absolutely. And again, everything we do is because of feedback. That's why the 20 MOA is there. We know some people are putting this on 22s and just their mounting setup is just different. So we want, and just like you mentioned, we just want them field ready right out the box. If they want to go hunt that night, we want them to be able to do that day one. So that's what goes into thought. We can just include one mount, right? But why not two?
Absolutely. Only $2 more.
$2 more. I think it's a hell of a deal, guys.
It is for sure.
It is.
Tyler, we do appreciate you coming on here and talking about this new unit with us, and we look forward to having you. And like Shane said earlier, we'll do a complete rundown video or podcast with you and here soon, and we'll get you to spill the beans a little bit.
Yeah, no, I look forward to it, guys. Thank y'all for having me on here. You guys are awesome.
We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.